Good evening, everyone. Hi.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
sir.
Oh. Yes, Joel. I am on the top of the world, sitting in the first floor. Kondaya, how are you?
Fine, sir. I expected this answer, sir, but I should ask so that
I was actually on the top floor, but I came down because it started raining. I was on the
Oh.
terrace.
Yes, thank God, sir. We
Terrace.
cannot take panga with rainfall, sir.
Obviously. इसलिए. Then, how is life?
Happy, sir.
Happy, good. Hi,
After
Soel,
this,
Mega,
after this 2 exams,
Anushree.
we'll be more happy,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, right. So now 2 more exams, huh?
Yes, sir.
Good, I think. So retain that same tempo for next 2 exams and enjoy. Okay, on the 17th it gets over, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
18th we have our 15th year celebration of CAS Foundation. So all of you can join. I'll tell you at the end. Okay? Okay, lighting is enough? Okay, Alva?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Lighting is there, but I'm having a nature's beauty behind. You may not be able to see it dark. Okay? Okay, with this, welcome to the penultimate R2R session of May 23 examination. Direct taxes, one of the most beautiful subject. As I expected and observed, earlier 2 examinations. Okay, so including I think November 21, May 22, to some extent November 22, DT was a start paper. Since we had already returned to CA Institute and we also told CA Inter, rest of India except Karnataka, income tax paper was reasonably easy as expected. There also the paper was standard. So CA final also I expect the standard to be little lesser than the earlier examination because RTP some of the MCQ questions were little tough. So little lesser. I don't say it's become chiller paper. So it is definitely going to be little easier compared to the earlier examination. So this is a trend because intermediate paper I already seen, which is reasonably easy. MCQs were a little tricky, they said, which I don't have access. And this is a income tax paper of entire India except Karnataka. Karnataka income tax for group, intermediate is yet to happen because of the Karnataka election. So it's going to happen. So I expect reasonably easy paper. So that should be reasonably good news for all of you. So with this, let us quickly go through because syllabus is horrendously huge, isn't it? So visible?
Not, yes, sir. Visible.
Loading. So R2R session by myself. Okay. So my name is Shetisar Munkur, which I'm sure all of you know it. If you don't know also, you better know now. So you will always have problems. Learn to enjoy life while solving the problems. So CNLE definitely some questions, problems is there, but enjoy the life while solving the problem. If you are persistent, you will get it. If you are consistent, you will keep it. One of the beautiful stories of Marwan Attapattu, the Sri Lankan cricketer. So 3 times got selected to national team. All the 3 times in the test actually he scored 0-0, 0-1, 0-0. So both the innings, okay. Then almost after 5 years he came back again, then scored loads of runs and 5,000 plus runs he scored Sri Lanka and became a brilliant cricketer also, captain and inverted commas, he was a chartered accountant. Okay, thank you. So if you are persistent, you will get it. If you are consistent, you will keep it. So blast of the day, that is just a joke. Last time also I retained the same, so nice one related to your DT. Yes, Srini Javalama.
Blast of the day. Best answer given by an Indian citizen. My income tax return form has been sent back to me because in response to a question, number of dependents on you, I replied 97% of population who don't pay taxes, 21 million illegal immigrants, 9 lakh criminals in over 1382 prisons, and above all 544 plus MPs in parliament and 4,000 MLAs of states. They said, this is not an acceptable answer. I'm still wondering who the hell did I miss out? Dedicated to all income taxpayers.
Okay, right. So the generic one, important points. So you can start with the MCQ or you can start with the what you call descriptive. So MCQs, you just glance it once. If you think it is a little more tricky, straight away get to descriptive. Descriptive first question is normally easy. That is a computation of total income. That's why you can always start. Even in MCQs, don't start with case study. if case study is the first question, start with the sixth question. Maybe first five, maybe based on the case study, don't start. It's always going to be tricky. So my observation of all RTPs, okay. Or best is start with the descriptive answer. Okay, CFL, first question itself will be easy. Okay. And syllabus is for 70 marks and DT 30 marks international taxation here. So entire 100 marks, you will be getting a 70 mark descriptive paper out of 88 marks. And 30 marks MCQ, straight away 30. And MCQ by mistake also don't skip and come because there is no negative marks. Just tick something and come. So, and even though the syllabus is ocean, but trust me, the bucket of areas which they are going to ask, 90% of the questions are from here. Okay, hi Mega. So section 9, section 6, PGBP, capital gains, DTAA, transfer pricing, MAT and AMT, assessment procedure. You may not have to be expert in that, Sanjay. TDS, appeals, interest under section 234A, advance rulings, then settlement commission, sections up to 100 are very, very important, which carries a good marks. Right, sections only. So majority of the format, I just given all this, almost same. First question descriptive will be total income, a similar question. Second question is total income of the firm with the AMT. So alternative minimum tax. So July 21, slightly different question paper. Third question will be on trust. Continuously they are asking trust. Trust me, including accredited income, other registration, 12AB, some amendments have taken place. Then we'll have TDS related compulsory question, transfer pricing compulsory question, section 90 or 91 compulsory question. Aim at 100, 80 plus is excellent in this paper. Okay. One question you may not have any clue. Okay, even I may not know the answer, to be very honest. That kind of questions will be there. And when you're writing descriptive answer, especially first question, why is it added? Why is it you write a note? So this is bonus is disallowed because it's not paid within the due date of the 139. You need to explain. Case laws, if you remember, okay. Recent case law digest you go through, from there only they lift. Case laws, if you don't remember also, okay. But section wise analysis is very, very important. Okay. Working out and make clear assumption notes. So my strategy, 20 plus in MCQ, PGBP, MAT, AMT, 40 small b. Take care of 40 small b. Partnership per Ashok, 20 plus. TDS and capital gains 10 plus. DTA, gift income dividend 10 marks. So 60 marks, Aram se aana chahiye. And RTP go through, especially May 23, including we have budget 22. All the amendments I given here, go through again. So like every other exam, I used to say, so 145 they'll give the question paper. 2 o'clock you decide. So which are the questions? One question you can still skip, isn't it, in the descriptive paper? So one question you can skip. Which is that skip question you are going to skip? Other note part. Instead of deciding about which you are going to write, which one you are going to skip, then you decide which is the order. Preferably, DT paper descriptive start with question number 1. Okay, 90% students can start with the question number 1 only, which will be more easy and straight. So do not write wrong sections. Okay, do not have unnecessary tension. Life will be reasonably easy. Now, just a comparative analysis, if you can see, you're able to see. Really? So, first question, PGBP total income. Here also, it is November 22, it's May 22. Almost same for last 10 years. If you ask me, first question is almost same. Okay. Second question was LLP with the 10 AAD. So here, again, total income of either company firm, same thing. So then non-resident was there. It will be double taxation. That's also non-resident taxation. Charitable purpose is I only analyze. That's why I written individually, analytically. Then trust registration, DTA 1991. It will be trust, non-resident taxation, almost similar questions. Okay. And the questions will not be them. Topics will be lifted from there. TDS compulsory, 4-year TDS. Here also, it looks like almost a repetition of May 22, November 22, which will be May 23. Almost similar. Because question paper center also will have some standard format, which you will follow. Arm's length price, look at it. 4 here also, arm's length price. Okay. Then IPAC. So issues, provisions, analysis, and conclusion. Okay. So analytical questions. Okay. Assessment procedure. What are the issues? What are the provisions? So question they have asked. In this order, you have to analyze 2 marks per question. What are the issues involved? Question as it is your right. What are the provision of the law? For example, if they say cash payment of rupees 12,000 rupees in a day they give. So you write issue involved. In the given case, the payment is made in cash. What is the provision? 40 capital entry says any cash expenditure in excess of 10,000 rupees in a day to a person in aggregate should be paid in account pay check, account pay draft, or ECS of banking or any other approved channel. Right. Then analyze what is the situation and conclusion. IPAC. This should be the way you should answer. And question quoted. Then there is a advanced ruling related question. equalization levy question was the computation mechanism. Then sixth question only GAR, general anti-evidence rules. Okay. Then analytical question on section 163, agent, OECD and BFC. There is basically international taxation question. Significant economic presence. About 2 crore value, above 3 lakh. Just 2 marks. Okay, 2 lakh, above 2 crore value, above 3 lakh number. Then 2 crore is rupees. Rupees is 2 crores. Lesser number with high value. 3 lakh number based. More number, less number. 3 lakhs, 2 crores. I hope you understood. Explanation 2A to 911. So, adra ಬಗ್ಗೆ 2 marks. Next, static and ambulatory approach. Okay. So, similar questions in OECD model, tax provision, similar. So, idanne base it. If you are prepared exception level, great. Other at least idanne base it. Next 1.5 days you spend, you'll be able to score high. So, entire syllabus is important. Intermediate syllabus tara consider some of the questions. So, direct questions on business income around 20 marks. Indirect questions around 20 marks. Then, total income computation with the computation of MAT and AMT. Capital gains, TDS and TCS, compulsory question. Advance ruling or settlement commission. Set off and clubbing also might be asked. Non-resident taxation. DTAA, salary income with section 91 problem. 90 was asked very rarely. One of the exams they asked recently. Otherwise, it's always 91. Computation of a relief. Chapter 6A with the 10 AA, estimate procedure. Taxation of trust. Continuously left, right, center, they're asking, okay, in the recent examination. Transfer pricing. Then budget amendment. 22 amendments are extremely important. 20 marks lifted from that. Wrote it down. 20 marks will be what you call lifted from that. I have given that analytic later. Okay. And I told you questions are similar in almost all the examination. Latest case law book you go through just before going to the examination hall. Okay. Then these are the areas. Section wise areas I said. MAT, AMT, 214. Then double taxation, dividend taxation. Then 56 to 10. Gift income is still asked. TDS sections. 184I, 184IA, 184J, 184M, 184. All these are crucial sections, recent amendments. 115 BSc, compulsory question. 115 BAD, compulsory. 115 BAD may be asked. 115 Babu. All these questions also are extremely important. And business income only. 32 AD, 32 AC better. 32, section 32 is important. AD better, baby statement. Then 40 small a, 40 capital A, 44 AA. Then 44 AB, 44 AD, compulsory question. Along with the 72 AA, 72 AB note code, business trust, then 80 IA, 80 JJAA, almost every question about the additional workmen, 80 DD, etc. Then estimate procedure related section. Don't write wrong sections repeatedly, I told you. Okay. So most of the questions are for 3 to 4 marks. So your analysis is very, very important. To the point answer, very, very important. Search for a clue in the exam. I told you one of the examination, one of my articles came and told. BCFS Limited. BCFS Limited, what is BCFS Limited? BCFS Limited, Brahmaputra Capital Financial Services Limited. They are giving an indication that this is the case law. So, BCFS Limited is the case law name. So, they are giving an indirect, what you call clue. There is no deadlock for grand people because they believe they will either find a way or make a way. Even if the examination is standard, okay, just relax and chill. So you're all grand people, you're writing the CFL examination. So either you find a way, make a way. Okay. Come what may. Extreme tough. It may not happen. Extreme tough for you. Sit and write, spend for 3 hours. Because if it's tough for you, tough for everyone else also. No? So everyone cannot fail. Never in the history, it was a 0% result in CFL, never came. So average result tough rate is around 20%. 20% is a very good result in CFL. Otherwise, sit for 3 hours, write whatever you can do the best. Yeah. Read quick before we start a subject.
Yes, sir. Laughing matters. When God sends help, don't ask questions. From a reader. She hurried to the pharmacy to pick up the medication. When she got back to the car, she found her keys locked inside. The woman found an old rusty coat hanger on the ground. She looked at it and said, I don't know how to use this. She bowed her head and asked God to send her some help. Within 5 minutes, an old motorcycle pulled up, driven by a bearded man who was wearing an old biker skull rag. He got off his cycle and asked if he could help. She said, yes, my husband is sick. I've locked my keys in my car. I must get home. Please, can you use this hanger to unlock my car? He said, sure. He walked over to the car, and in less than a minute, the car was open. She hugged the man and through tears said, thank you, God, for sending me such a very nice man. The man heard her little prayer and replied, lady, I'm not a nice man. I just got out of prison yesterday. I was in prison for car theft. The woman hugged the man again, sobbing, oh, thank you, God, you even sent me a professional.
So find out positivity in every aspect of life. So you're all going to be professionals in just matter of another 2 examinations by God's grace. Tables are going to be turned. Okay. So thank God for everything. A good question, thank God. Bad question, thank God, because they want to retain 20% result. I think some of them they cannot pass. So that's why you be happy for everything in life. So with this, I will not be able to go through the entire syllabus, but still, since good people are there, maybe the quantity is lesser, but still I'll go through it. May 23, budget 22 is applicable, not budget 23. First point. Income tax is a tax on total income earned by NSC during the previous year, chargeable to tax in assessment year. Section 1, short title commencement extent. Section 2, definitions. 2.7, SSC definition, 4 marks in CA final they ask. SSC means a person, 231. Person, how to remember the definition? You individual, then you want to have a family, then obviously you cannot have a family alone. That's why there's a company required. Be firm in your decision. Many people come, the association of persons join, gather in your marriage. You have to inform the government authority, local authority. Then lifely you think the marriage is an artificial thing. There are 7 categories of people. So our experience agreement. So person includes individual, HF, company, firm, AOP or BO, whether incorporated or not, local authority, artificial juridical person. Last 3 categories, whether they are profit organization or not, they are going to be called person. Asri means a person who is liable to pay tax. Very important. Liable to tax. If all of you note down, those are the habit of scribbling down. Somewhere note ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 2 ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ. Okay. But note ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Compulsory question I expect 229A last year budget. Liable to tax definition. Okay, is relevant for 6.1 and 6.1A. 6.1C explanation ಗೆ ಮತ್ತು 6.1A. So who is liable to pay tax or any other sum under this act and includes person against whom the proceedings have been initiated under any law, sorry, this law, for either for his own income or income of other person, representative SSC, as deemed SSC, SC in default. Representative SSC example is agent of a non-resident. Deemed SSC is parents for minors. Again, minor income 2 RMRs. Any income of the ATU child or income earned by STEM, skill, knowledge, expertise or manual worker. It's his sole income. He cannot sign. Parents will sign. Parents or elders will be called deemed SSC. All other incomes will be clubbed in the hands of such parent under section 64(1)(a), who is having highest total income in the first year, and such parent will be given an exemption up to rupees 1,500 per minor child. No restriction on number of children. Okay, 10 children means 15,000 exemption siಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ worth ಇಲ್ಲ. Next, so previous year is always a financial year immediately preceding the assessment year. So liable to tax definition, extremely important. Reads well.
Liable to tax 229A. Liable to in relation to a person means that there is a liability of tax on such person under any law for time being in force in any country and shall include a case where subsequent to imposition of tax liability an exemption has been provided.
So it's an important definition, especially from the point of view of section 6.1C. So an Indian citizen or a person of Indian origin comes to India on a visit. Are you listening? Comes to India on a visit. Ali, okay, so liable tax is not relevant. Ali simply says 60 days has to be substituted by 120 days. Whereas 6.1A nalli, if you are an Indian citizen and having Indian total income more than 15 lakh, not liable to tax anywhere in the world outside. Okay, so domicile, etc. What is not liable? Now look at this. So assuming Sinija is having basically domicile or residence in South Africa, and in India she has got 14 lakh income. She is not resident. She is having 16 lakh income, and in South Africa, say Mauritius, she is not liable to tax. Not liable to tax. Then she will become a resident in India. Whereas if she is in Switzerland, the law initially said it is liable, but then they, by an exemption notification, they exempted her from paying the tax. She is still liable to tax in that country. That's why, so she is not going to be resident in our country. We are in a third session, regular class Allah, revision class Allah. Revision is going on here. Okay, that's why I am going at a good pace, and those who have knowledge about subject will understand. 90% of the things you understand?
Yes, sir.
You should be able to recall, because now I'm not going to teach you anything. It's only revision. Okay. Right. Important definition. Next, tax slab. I'm sure all of you know about it. So for 5 categories of SSCs, individual HF, AOP, BY, artificial juridical person, up to 2.5 lakh, nil, 2.5 lakh to 5 lakh, 5%, 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 20%, above 10 lakh, 30%. So if you're a resident 60 years and above, 1st April is your date of birth. On one particular year, 60th year you reach on 1st April technically, but the law says on 31st March only you are 60 years, sir. So you'll get rupees 3 lakh benefit. Resident senior citizen. Resident senior citizen again, 80 years and above, instead of 3 lakhs straight away start with the 5 lakh. Next, 87-year rebate is available only for resident individual who is having Indian total income up to rupees 5 lakh. 112 87 rebate sigodilla. On 112 tax alone, and obviously lottery income will never get anything. So you'll not get a 87 rebate. 111 sigute, 112 sigute, elladaku sigute. 112 87 rebate sigodilla. Next, taxation for companies. If your turnover in previous year 1920 is less than or equal to 400 crores, in the current year 22-23, your tax rate is going to be 25%. Otherwise, it is going to be 30%. Whereas if you forgo certain benefits, Anusri, like if you go some 10AA, chapter 6 related benefits, then 115 ba, 25%, 115 ba is for 22%, 115 babu is 15%, as low as 15%. 115 ba and 115 babu is for domestic manufacturing company. 115 ba, 22% is for any domestic company or any domestic company, right? Next, surcharge. Okay, so flat 10% for the least rate, flat 10%. Since surcharge is there, then AMT and MAT provisions are not applicable for them. Partnership firm and local authority tax rate is flat 30%. Cooperative society, they can ask in the exam, take care of it. Cooperative society, the basic exemption limit is up to 10,000, 10%.
10%.
10,000 to 20,000, 20%. About 20,000, 30%.
30%.
Cooperative society ETP deduction sigutte. AMT provisions only, you have to add back everything except ATP. ATP add marbardo. 115 bad is an option like 115 BAC tarane. So when you forgo certain benefits, your flat rate is 22% for such cooperative. Take care of it. That might be asked in the examination. Next, surcharge rates for 5 cases of individual HF, etc. Only for them, it starts from 50 lakh total income. Above 50 lakh rupees, 10%, above 100 lakh, 15%, above 200 lakh, 25%, above 500 lakh, 37%. However, for 4 categories of incomes, 111A, 112A, 112 and dividend. 112 earlier miss ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಬಜೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಈಗ ನಾವು ರೀಇನ್ಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, 111A, 112A, any LTCG under section 112. That means all LTC, simple point, all LTCG, then dividend income for them up to 200 lakh same, 5, 0, 10%, 15%. Above 200 lakh iddaga, only for those incomes, the surcharge rate is restricted to 15%. 15%. So 15%. Be careful. If the total income is only 80 lakh, surcharge is 10%. Only when it exceeds 200 lakh. Okay. So other income is above 200 lakh. Go with 25%, 37%. For this, you have to stop at 15%. Whereas including this, if it crosses 200 lakh, for everything you have to apply 15% only. The last residuary class of that surcharge is important again. Whereas for every other SSC, surcharge starts only after 100 lakh. Normally it is 12%. Domestic company gets 7% and 12%. Above 100 lakh and above 1000 lakh. Foreign company gets tax rate is 40%. So that's why surcharge is lesser, 2% and 5%. Clear? Important. Next. So these are surcharge rates what we discussed. Tax rates. Yeah. Agriculture income in India, section 2 within bracket 1A. So anywhere in India, including hot Vidhana Sabha mundene you grow paddy, okay, it is agriculture income. Farm building matra, it should be non-urban agricultural land. Okay. Agriculture income in India is completely exempt under section 10(1). However, when you got part activity like RCT, rubber copied tea, where you grow rubber, convert into latex, grow tea leaves and convert into tea powder. So that fixed percentage is given. Agriculture income is higher. 65 for rubber. Then coffee is 75%. However, it is cured, roasted, grounded, chicory, etc. 60-40. Tea is always 60-40. So high percentage is for agriculture income, balance is a business income. Okay. Whenever there is a agriculture income, and there is a slab-based SSC, go by partial integration concept. Okay. So whereas others, partial integration concept apply agodilla, because the concept of partial integration is pushing the tax to the next level. Company tax rate is flat 30%. Where do you push? Pushpa and it cannot work out. It doesn't work out. Only for individual H of AOP BY, then AJP matra agate. Adhe tara, as maximum surcharge of 15%, I said. Yavudಕ್ಕೆ 15% for dividend. That's only for 5 SSC. For other SSC, the maximum surcharge is 12%. Use the common sense. Example, sir, company dividend surcharge because company maximum surcharge is only 12%. Where the question of maximum surcharge is restricted 15%. Common sense?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Yes, next. Then section. If suppose any agricultural activity you have, okay. So agricultural activity other than this rubber, coffee and tea, super high. So like sugar cane introduced sugar agi if you're converting, then fair market value the sugar cane will be added to agriculture income and it will be deducted from the business income. I hope you are understanding. Right. Section 1 short title, section 2 definition, 3 previous year, 4 charge. Capital receipts are normally chargeable unless specifically exempted. Revenue receipts are normally not charged. Capital receipts are normally not chargeable unless specifically. I used to do like this. Capital receipts are not chargeable because they're capital. Revenue receipts are normally chargeable. Otherwise, department will have too many chambers. Revenue receipts are normally chargeable unless specifically exempted. Section 5 scope of total income. So depending upon the residential status, let's go to section 6. Important, go through. Section 6 still important. Section 6.1 and 6.1a individual. 6.1 small a, individual staying in India for 182 days or more. If he satisfies, full stop. Not means go to the next condition. 60 days or more in the relevant previous year plus 365 days or more during the earlier 4 years. Any one of the conditions. 60 days exception. We are all Indian citizens leaving India. Okay. 60 days should be substituted by 182 days. Leaving for employment abroad or as a crew member of Indian ship. Next. So Srinija is settled in South Africa with her South African husband, Ujawa, whatever it may be. Now, when she comes back, she is an Indian citizen, but her son, Majavo, Lejavo, he will be a
Indian origin.
Person of Indian origin because 3 generations in India. When they come to India, then 2 aramas. If Srinija has Indian total income above 15 lakh, 60 days should be substituted by 120 days. 120 lakh rupees. Very good, Anusri. Then same 182 days has to be substituted. Common sense is when you have more Indian total income, that means you should become resident even if you stay for 120 days, 2 days, 125 days. Once you come under 120 days category, you're always going to be R but NOR under section 66C. Next, if you do not satisfy any one of section 6.1, go to section 6.1a, only for Indian citizen. MCQ, be careful. Only for Indian citizen. Person of Indian origin, Barodila. Indian citizen, then Indian total income. Total income in India, excluding foreign sources, but including income from a business controlled from India or a profession set up in India. R but NOR. Income of a business outside India, which is going to be taxable in India, is always included. Reasonable 90%. You are able to recall 90% is enough. 100% you will also become God, I will also become God. Is to make up better in ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ time maybe. So right. So Indian total income above 15 lakh rupees, 1.5, then you are automatically called deemed resident, R but NOR, as long as you are not liable to tax in any other country due to domicile, residence, etc. Once you are a resident, okay, you are either R but NOR as per section 6.6 or you are R and OR, only for individual and HF. R but NOR yavaga, last 10 years you are non-resident for 9 years at least, atava last 7 years you stayed in India for 729 days or less. 729 days or lesser. Next, 6.6C is the 150 days, 120 days condition. 6.6D is that 6.1A, always R but NOR. Everybody else is a R and OR. Section 6.2, HF firm, etc. Part of the management control is in India, you are resident. 100% outside India, you are called non-resident. And HF can be R but NOR if Karta satisfies any one of that 9 or 10 years and 729 days. Whereas individual HF 3 categories, everybody else resident and non-resident. Section 6.3, Indian companies always
Resident in India.
Whereas the foreign company is said to be resident in India when poem, Kavya, place of effective management, KMC, key managerial and commercial decisions are taken in India. They can calculation the international taxation only. Go through Madhana. Okay. So KMC is in India. You are said to be resident in India. Otherwise, you are a non-resident. 6.4, any other person resident when part is in India, non-resident 100% outside India. 6.5, one residential status for all categories of income in one previous year. 6.6, additional condition. Come back to section 6.5. Sorry, section 5. R and OR, or simply R, anywhere in the world, income is there, you are supposed to pay the tax. Non-resident pays tax only on two incomes, received in India, along with deemed to be received, earned in India, along with deemed to be earned. Very good, Srinija. R but NOR, for this purpose is like a non-resident, plus income from a business outside India, but control from India, or profession outside India, but set up in India is going to be added to Indian total income. Understood? So section 87 is repeat R but NOR sigata.
Resident, yes, sir.
Resident, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Resident.
He is still resident. He is still resident, available. Absolutely correct. Very good. Excellent. Next, section 5 to 637. Deemed to be received in India. Only 3 items. Annual accretion to RPF, transferred balance in RPF, ETCCD pension scheme, employer contribution about 10%, employee contribution 10%, 14% in the case of government employer, okay, 20% when there is no concept of employer, okay, self-employed case. Next, all the 3 will be added at the end of 17.1 salary depreciation. Section 8, dividend. Omitted Allah. Section 8 is there. Dividend distribution tax omitted. Omitted. So, final dividend is taxable in the year of declaration. Interim dividend is taxable in the year of unconditionally made available at the receipt basis. 222 dividend is taxable in the year of declaration, etc. 222, very important. AD to the power B, LRM. Important question.
BLRM.
So, 3 conditions. There should be a company, there should be an accumulated profit, and there should be a shareholder. AD to the power B, LRM. Distribution of assets, deposit certificates to the power B. Bonus to preference shareholder, liquidation of company, reduction of capital. The last one is only for X company. In our discussion, X company means to be,
Company will
Accounts are not substantially interested.
excellent. Okay. So those companies, when you are a 10% or more shareholder, registered shareholder, equity shareholder, if you take a loan, it is going to be considered as a dividend. Special point. Subsequent, assuming now 2 lakh loan has been given to Sandhya, who is a shareholder, 12%, treated as a dividend. After 5 years, if they give 5 lakh rupees actual dividend, in the 5th year, dividend
3
is
lakh.
it is always income from other source. Dividend 5621. Whether you're a dealer in shares or a screw dealer, it's always a income from other source. Tax is a normal rate. Dividend is a normal income, special income. Surcharge is a 15% restriction. Share otherwise, it is a normal income tax that normal slab rate if you are an individual. 30 seconds break. Breathing break. ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಮೇಘ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟಾ ಯಾರು ಮೇಘ ಪ್ರಿಯಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಚಾ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಾನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್
ಅಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಗೆ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಟೀಕೆ ನೀವು ಬಟ್ ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು?
ಇಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಮೇ ಡ್ಯೂ ಸರ್.
ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಡಿಟಿ ತಲೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ವಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನಾನು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತೇನೆ. ಹೀಗೆ
ಕೇಳಿಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಮೇ ಬಿ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಇದೇನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ನಾವು ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು 1 hour. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತಲೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು.
ಹೌದು ಸರ್.
ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ 10% ಅರ್ಥ ಆದ್ರೂ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಮಂಗಳೂರವರಾ?
ಹೌದು ಸರ್.
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಕ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಟಾಕ್ ಟು ಡೇಟ್.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
Thank you. So next section 9 is extremely important CFN. Incomes deemed to accrue or arise in India. 9 has got 2 RMRs. Right side. Subsection 2, pension to a person referred in Article 314 of the Constitution of India shall not be deemed to occur in India. 911, left side, 911 has got 8 clauses. Clause I, income from business connection, comma, from any source of income in India, comma, transfer of a capital asset in India, comma, asset situated in India is always given to accrue errors in India. It is mainly a section where it says income from India should not be taxed. But if it has to be made taxable, we are converting from into deemed to accrue or arise in India, mainly for non-resident. Now, what is business connection? Explanation 2 defines what is business connection. When an activity is carried out in India through an agent, it is considered as a business connection. CSO, concluding contract, maintaining stock, securing order, and other extremely important. Explanation 2A added to say significant economic presence, especially the online transaction, digital mode transaction, Amazon America, when they carry out some transactions in India. So in that case, if the value of transaction is about 2 crores, number of users in India about 3 lakh, last examination. So in such a case, significant economic presence is considered and SCP is going to be a part of your business connection. So explanation 2. Explanation 1 is exception to business connection. In the following cases, no business connection. CPNCD, carrying part activity, proportionate income. Purchase for the purpose of export, no income. News and views collection, no income. Then cinematography, shooting in India, no income, as long as you're a non-resident and non-citizen. Very good, Konda and Ashok. Okay. Then foreign company, uncut and unassert diamond display is also not going to be income. Excellent. Very happy. Next. Explanation 1, explanation 2, explanation 3, stamp us. Proportionate. Explanation 4. So through means by in sequence of etc. In consequence of etc. Explanation 5, 6, 7. Vodafone case. Important. Okay. 5, 6, 7. Okay. So when you are a shareholder outside India, you never visited India, but you have to pay tax in India. That's section equation 5, where a person outside India has sold a share of a company incorporated outside India, may have to pay tax in India if such share derives its value substantially from assets in India. 2A is significant of the word is only substantially. I'll explanation 2A, significant economic presence. It is substantially from assets located in India. That is about 10 crore worth and more than 50%. Then they say, explanation 7, they say, okay, if it is less than or equal to 5% during the last 12 months before the date of transfer, in MCC, Mount Carmel College, management capital control. Excellent, very honored. Okay. So management control or capital. Okay. So there is no question of deemed to occur as in coming to picture. All the explanation go through once more. Explanation 1, exception. Explanation 2 is business connection definition. 2A is significant presence. 3, okay, is about proportionate. 3A is again added. Okay, again digital mode. Okay, 3 explanation. 4, Tampa. 5, 6, 7. Vodafone case. 912 income from salary if it is earned in India. So is Japan Yako Nova, Yako Kalnova, that is coming to India for 6 months, Talenova, Kalnova, Yaudondo. So 6 months he works. Rest period and leave period also is deemed to occur in India. 913 income of an Indian citizen working outside India, like Indian embassy. Okay. Perquisites and allowance are exempted. 914 dividend payable by an Indian company outside India is deemed to occur in India. Pfizer Corporation case law, Mumbai High Court. That income in the year of RBI permission, not RBI given permission. Excellent. 915, 6 and 7, similar. Interest and fees for technical services. Interest, royalty, and fees for technical services. Bill Clinton, if he earns any one of these from the government, full stop, income in India. If he earns from a resident in India, so it is income in India, except one case, if such loan outside India. Used outside India for other activities. Very good. Whereas Bill Clinton giving loan to Tony Blair of UK, income in India is a nonsense. How is it possible? Law says non-resident only if it is used for highly important. 5, 6 and 7, Ashok. 5, 6, 7. Interest is different law. Royalty and FPS is a different law. Interest Tony Blair should have used for business in India. If he has used for anything else, non-resident if we use for anything else, it is not going to be taxable in India. Whereas fees for technical service and royalty, very important. Royalty or FPS, whether that non-resident used for business or anything else also is going to be income in India. Interest non-resident should use only for business.
Business in India.
FTS but Sanjaka royalty he can use it for anything in India. Royalty means consideration given for using other assets, should not be for transfer of an asset which is otherwise taxable in capital gain. I have a land, extracting bricks is royalty, selling land is a capital gain. FTS, fees for technical services, MTC, managerial technical and consultancy services, should not be salary. Okay, if I have a techie working for Kondaya Limited, it is salary. It is not going to be fees for technical service. Consultancy, fees for technical service. Is it too fast?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Able to catch? All of you able to catch? Only those who attended only can understand. Otherwise, not so easy. Not so easy. Enjoy. Next, section 918, 224 related. Transfer of property, gift income. Okay, even if it's outside India, it is going to be taxable in India. Next, section 9A, fund manager related. 9B is important. 9B read with section 45 subsection 4. So taxation, partnership permit is extremely important. Regular class problem go through money. That question can come. Section 10, 11, 12, 13, 13A, 13B are exemptions. Okay. So especially 11 is important, charitable purpose. Every example keltare. 215 defines what is charitable purpose. Charitable purpose 2 are left side PEM, poverty eradication, education related, medical, yoga. Last time yoga kelare 2 marks. Then conservation of places of historical interest, natural resources, forest, watersheds, etc. Left side. Left side again, even if you do a business of 1,000 crores, no problem, as long as you are flowing back that money for a charitable purpose. Right side only, any other object of GPU, general public utility, excellent. Is to knowledge, you should get 100, excellent. I'm very happy. Yes, student, confident. General public utility. So there you should not do any CTV. Commercial trader, look at the punch words what I'm using. Commercial trade, they words use tomorrow again 1 hour I'll be giving this public YouTube Martin. So because note YouTube, just 1 hour so that you'll be able to recall pause. So commercial again day after tomorrow, just before going to the exam, 10 o'clock 1 hour most important words reproduce. Yeah, commercial, technical and business activities should not be more than 20% of the total gross receipts of the trust. Trust income is exempt under section 11. So 2 categories of calculation. CAPS foundation, okay, exclusive charitable institution, gross revenue in the form of donation, less 11 1A, 15%. So less applied for charitable purpose, balance amount, if it is about 2.5 lakh, slab rate will tax. Whereas education institution, medical institution, etc., on charitable trust, whatever the gross receipt from the medical college, etc., less expenses to run the same, balance amount plus donation, other 15% exemption. Gross college fees okay, fine. Then 115 TD, 115D extremely important. So if you default in the trust related project, for example, Cash Foundation is a charitable trust. Okay, Cash Foundation better. You want to be there forever. X Foundation Trust. Okay, X Foundation Trust. Unfortunately, it closes down and they transfer to some what you call private company, etc. If they do the default, accreted income assets minus external liability, the computation mechanism, regular class they go through money. Adanna tax rate maximum marginal rate, highest rate applicable to individual 42.67%. So 30% plus 37% plus 4%. 30% plus 37% plus 4%. Are you getting tax rate? Highest tax rate MMR. Extremely important. Next, 14, chapter 4A, there's an amendment last time again. Okay. Chapter 4A, 4 in the Shuru, the heads of income, 14 heads of income, 5 heads of income. I work for Sinija Limited, get salary, come home, house property. Evening, it is raining, Pani Puri business income. Sell your jewelry, capital gain. Keep in Hanuman Nagar ladies, cooperative bank, because they give attractive interest. So income from other source, 5 heads of income. Salary 4A, 15 to 17.
15 to
4B, 18 to 21 omitted. 4C, 22 to 27 house property. Chapter 4D, you must remember the chapter number. 4D, 28 to
244 dB.
dB, Divya Bharati. 4E, 45 to 55A, capital gain. 4F, income from other source, 56 to 59. Excellent. Very good. I don't think any student will have better knowledge than CAPSAT as well. Section-wise knowledge of the income tax. Very happy and very proud. But implement mass degree. All knowledge is used in Vala. ಏನ್ ಸುಹೇಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅವನಿಗೆ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಇದೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅವನು ಅಲ್ವಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಸಲ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀನೋ ಎರಡು
ಸರ್.
ರೈಟ್ ಇರ್ಲಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಸೊ 14A expenses related to exempt income cannot be claimed. Okay, so there's an amendment, beautiful amendment they inserted in 2022. You know, sir, exempt related expense related exempt income. Look at this. Textile business I have 100 lakh revenue, 60 lakh expense, profit 40 lakh. Agricultural activity I started. I didn't make any sales at all. I spent 40 lakh. I said, sir, exempt income bande ilwalla. I will claim this 40 lakh against textile losses bandidu. So it's not possible. Okay, so even if you do not have a revenue, even if you do not have an agriculture related revenue, that expenses cannot be claimed against a textile. Logical clarification. 15 salary. Salary is taxable on due base or receipt base, whichever is earlier. Areas of salary is taxable on receipt base. Partner salary is always income from business. 16 deduction. Important. This is important. Salary computation may not be asked. Ali 91 ಮಾಡುವಾಗ double tax. Oh, salary related provision ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲಬಲ್. Okay. So 16(1)(a) standard action up to 50,000 even for pensioners. Okay. Employee receives salary 40,000, standard action 40,000. Employee receives a pension of 60,000, 50,000 rupees. Put together, salary with the pension put together. Family pension comes under income from other source. 1/3 or
15,000.
15,000, whichever is less. Excellent. Anusri Batra. Next, 16(2) entertainment allowance. It is always added to government and non-government. Deduction only for government employees, 5,000 maximum, 1/5 of the basic pay. 16(3) professional tax. Borne by the employer, add, deduct always, borne by employer and employer. 17 definition. 1 is salary, 72 is perquisite, 73 profit in lieu. Perquisitely, city compensatory allowance ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ, that means he is in a city. That means RFA, above 25 lakh population, 15% of the salary. Above 10 lakh and 10% of the salary goes hand in hand. Below 10 lakh, 7.5% of the salary. Plus furnishing quote 10% of the original cost or actual air charges minus Z. Okay. Motor car, exclusively official meal, exclusive personal, everything what employer is, partly personal, partly official. I'll correct me. Employer owns the car, then 2 RMRs. Expenses met by the employee, expense met by the employer. So car owned by the employer, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರೋದಿದೆ. Expense met by the employee, expense met by employer. Then if it is partly for official, partly for personal, small car, least amount, 600 per month. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ big car, 900 per month. Expense met by employer ಆದ್ರೆ double, 1,800 per month and 2,400 per month. ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. Car owned by employer, expense met by employee, cubic capacity less than 1.6 liters, 600 per month. CC more than 1.6, 900 per month. Car owned by employer, expense met by employer, 900 into 2, ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸಂಧ್ಯಕ್ಕ? 1,800 per month. And if it is a big car, 2,400 per month. In all the 4 cases, if the driver is provided, 900 per month should be our chauffeur driven car. Chauffeur, okay, driver, simple like. So chauffeur driven car ge 900 per month ಅನ್ನು add ಮಾಡಿ. Next, other purpose also just glance ಮಾಡಿ. SBI ಹೋಮ್ ಲೋನ್ ಏನೋ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ SBI ಲೋನ್ ರೇಟ್ ಅದು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ರೇಟ್, ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟು ಪರ್ಸನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಫ್ ದೇ ಅಲೌ ಯು ಟು ಯೂಸ್ computers and laptop, no purpose. Okay, I told you, if the employer is giving you Srinija was my article, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ 11:30 ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅದಂತ ಅಲ್ವಾ. So that's why there is no purpose. Whereas if I sell laptop, sell computer, then original cost minus 50% WDV, okay, for computers and electronic items, 20% for motor car, everything else 10% SLM minus Z, throughout minus Z ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. LTC, new travel concession, ನಿಮ್ದು ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ 22 to 25 ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 1st January 22 ಇಂದ 31 December 25, twice in a block of 4 years exemption ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಅಲ್ಲ, even if you are not traveled, exemption ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, and any COVID related treatment for self ಅಥವಾ family ಕೊಟ್ರೆ, so it is fully exempted. It is fully exempted as far as purposes are concerned. 22 to 27, house property. LOP ಮತ್ತು DLOP. MRV or FRV, whichever is higher. That one is standard rate, whichever is less. That one is ARR minus UR, whichever is higher. Vacancy allowance has to be given when E is equal to D. Municipal tax deduction across globe, anywhere you pay, okay, fully deducted only for LOP or DLOP. 23 to properties. Two properties, either self-occupied or could not be occupied because of the employment, business or profession elsewhere.
Elsewhere.
Technical problem is there. Honestly, but is from Shirsi and Tankoli. She has got 2 houses in Shirsi, but she is in Bangalore for employment. She in a rented house. 2 houses in Shirsi are exempted. Whereas she has 2 houses in Bangalore, Shirsi, one self-occupied in Bangalore, only 1 exemption, 2 exemptions, Sigodilla. The technical drafting error. 24 deduction. 23 to property. Both the properties put together. Normally for ACRQ, acquisition, construction, repairs, renewal, reconstruction, 30,000 sigate. Whereas acquisition and construction, subject to certain other conditions, 2 lakhs sigate. Put together, including 1/5 of PCP. Whereas let out property, 30% of the NAV is standard action and any amount of interest is allowed. 25, interest payable outside India without TDS, fully disallowed. 25A, sorry. Unrealized rent recovered at the arrears of rent recovered minus 30% is considered to be income from house property, even though you are not the owner in the year of such a receipt. 26 co-owners, myself and Suel are owning a property, 60-40, then 60 in my hand, 40 in his hand. When there is no share definiter, entire income is taxed AOP, separated AOP return. 27, owner. PGBP, 28 is the charging section. Any business activity taxed under income from business, including key man insurance policy, if employer receives. 29 says deductions 302, 360, specific deduction, 37 general deduction, 30 to 36 are specific deductions. 30 is RQTI of building, 31 is repairs and insurance of the machinery, etc. 32 is important. Depreciation. Teeth. One by one, if you don't know, depreciation. 32-1 is the current year, 32-2 is carry forward. SLM is only for power generating or power generating come distributing. It is an option. Once you opt, you cannot come out of it. WDV is based on the WDV of the asset. Okay, block of asset. Open a WDV, add actual cost of addition. Date is important. The sale value by bar insurance money received for complete destruction. Okay, WDV 2 RMS. Less than 180 days, half, more than equal to 180 days, full. Additional depreciation is only for pure manufacturing company. Only for manufacturing plant and machinery, absolutely new, including imported second hand against Sigodilla. 20% of the original cost. If you use for less than 100 days, balance 10% can be claimed next year. 32-2 is for unabsorbed depreciation. 35-4 is for unabsorbed scientific research capital expenditure matra. 36-19 only for company family planning revenue fully capital 1/5 carry forward. It will be, if it's carry forward, brought forward to the current year, added to the current year, it can be carried forward for any number of years. Any number of years. Any income in any year except salary. So then 33, etc. time pass. 35 is scientific research, revenue expenditure fully allowed, capital expenditure fully allowed, donation to university, etc. Ella 100% allowed. 35-1-4. So 35-1-4 capital expenditure. Next 35 AD special one. Specified business, 14 specified business, which square, FB square, okay. Capital expenditure matra, 35 AD capital expenditure matra. Revenue expenditure of a 2-star hotel. Revenue expenditure of a 2-star hotel is a normal expenditure. Allowed as a business loss for 8 years. 35 AD loss of capital expenditure except LGF. It can be 100% allowed. It can be carried forward for any number of years. To be adjusted only against such a 14 businesses. Next 35 D preliminary expenses 1/5. 35 D series 1/5. D is preliminary expense. 35 DD is amalgamation. 1/5 35 DDA VRS compensation. Next 36 other specific deductions like Panji bonus, commission, then interest on borrowed capital, etc. Next 37-1 4th person condition satisfied. It is general deduction. It is fully allowed as a deduction. 38 building, etc. partly used, proportionately allowed. 39 your favorite section. Omitted. 40 small a. If you have done a TDS default to resident, 30% disallowed. Non-resident, 100% disallowed. As long as you are not paid within 131 due date. But salary for a non-resident of the payable outside India you should pay within 7th of next month or the 30th of next month, otherwise permanently disallowed. 40 capital A, subsection 2 is payment to relatives, unreasonable amount is disallowed. 40A3, above 10,000 rupees in a day to a person in aggregate should be paid by account pay check to draft ECS, else 100% disallowed. 100% the expenditure disallowed. I purchased from Suparna 4 lakh. I paid 12,000 cash. 4 lakh will be disallowed. Next, in the next year, if you are making a payment for an allowable expenditure, 48 says payment is deemed income. 12,000 is 12,000 mark. Similar provision, second provision to 43(1). When you purchase a capital asset, 12,000 cash quote, 12,000 is excluded from the cost of the asset. Depreciation of the Sigodilla, about 10,000. Next, similar provision, okay. 269 SSNT. 269 SS is accepting the loan, 20,000 or more, only 20,000 or more, okay. 269T is repayment. 269ST is for event or transaction, 2 lakhs, okay. Ali disallowed ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, equal amount of penalty ಬರುತ್ತೆ. 271D, 271E and 271DA. Next, 44 presumptive taxation. 44 AD for resident individual or HF firm excluding LLP, whatever is the revenue which is collected within 139(1) due date in a digital currency, that is the account pay, etc., 6%. Everyone else 8%. As long as your turnover is less than equal to 200 lakhs. Okay, right. 44, the ADDA, chartered accountant, that is a film T artist, specified professionals. If your gross receipt is less than equal to 50 lakh, 50% you should offer. Yes, 50%. 50% you should offer. 44 AD, 44 ADA, 44 AE for any SSC. 44 AD and 44 ADA only for resident. ADA is for resident individual, resident H of Barodila. A firm of chartered account Barodila. Resident firm Bharate excluding LLP. 44 AE for everyone. Heavy goods carriage vehicle, 1,000 per ton per month or part of the month. Whereas other vehicle is 7,500 per month or part of the month per vehicle. 44 PBA is for non-resident. SMAP. 44 triple B is for foreign company. SMAP. 44B, shipping. 44 BB. 44 BB is what? Mineral oil. 44 BBA, A for aerospace. Aerospace lipstick cost is high and there. That's 5%. Shipping is 7.5%. Other cases 10%. That's business income. Capital gains. 214 is capital asset. So 247 is transfer. Transfer includes sale, exchange, extinguishment, compulsory acquisition, relinquishment, etc. Transfer of a capital asset. Capital asset for FII, any security, for all other cases, any property, except stock in trade, non-urban agricultural land, then personal effects, including wearing apparel, etc. But JAD pass is always a capital asset. So capital asset can be short term or long term. Loser, LUUZ, listed securities, units of UTI, units of UF, then zero coupon bond. Up to 12 months is short term, more than 12 months is long term. Then listed, unlisted shares. Be careful, the unlisted securities are shares and LBB, 24 months. All in the case of 36 months.
36 months.
Next. Section 48 talks about computation. 45 is charging, 46 is company liquidation, 47 is no transfer, 48 computation. Full value of sale consideration, less expense incident to sale NSC, less cost of acquisition, less index cost of acquisition long term, index cost of improvement, less exemptions under section 54 to 54 GB capital gain. 2 RMRs. Long term, if the equity share EOF units are units of business trust which are listed and subject to STT, long term, no indexation, 112 ACS, whatever the capital gain, less relaxation, 1 lakh, tax at 10%. Whereas all the long term capital gain, 112, 20%. Whereas short term of that equity share, 15% flat, everything else is a normal income tax at a normal rate. Then 49 is deemed owner, 50 is a WDV based assets. If the assets, so block ceases to exist, or consideration exceeds WDV, it is a short term, deemed short term capital gain under section 50. 50A is for SLM, short term herodilla, it is short term or long term. 50B slum sale, important again. Slum sale, sale value is actual sale value or fair market value of the individual asset, whichever is higher. Amendment last year. Problem marks in regular class again. Actual sale value or fair market of the individual asset whichever is higher, minus net worth of the undertaking. Net worth is assets minus external liability. Assets, depreciable asset, WDV 43.6, 35 AD nil, all the assets and all the liability book value. Income tax is the term.
Unheard.
Revaluation is
Unheard.
Unheard.
If the revaluation has been done, you have to exclude the same. So it is always taxed as a long term unless the undertaking was there for less than 36 less than 30 months. 50C, LBB, land, building or both stamp valuation impacted.
Valuation of
50 D&DA time pass. 51, advance money forfeited. So now it is mainly income from other sources. However, if the negotiation due to transfer, reduce from the cost of acquisition, index cost of acquisition. 52 and 53 are your favorite sections. Omitted. Exemptions. 54 is residential house property transfer. Invest in one residential property in India. However, if it is less than 2 crores, once in lifetime, 2 house property you can invest. 54B, B for Bhumi, agricultural land in urban area is transfer. Invest in urban or non-urban. 54D, land, building, forming part of industrial undertaking, compulsory acquisition. 54D ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ compulsory acquisition. 54EC, so any LBB, long-term capital gain, invest in 4 bonds. NAI, NHI, National Highway, RECL, PFCL and Indian Railway Finance Corporation Limited. Maximum exemption 50 lakh.
50 lakh.
54F, 54 you know, transfer of RHP, investment in RHP. 54F is other than long-term RHP, but invest in RHP. Let's say consideration. 54G is shifting from urban area to non-urban area. 54GA shifting from urban area to SC. 54GB, very limited cases, okay, only for eligible startup. Transfer of a residential property, land agate, building agate. Invest in a newly started company, okay, where you hold more than 25%. If you invest and that company purchases a new plant and machinery, you will get an exemption. 54F but 54GB matra investment should be NSC. In all the cases, capital gains. 54EC but 54GB capital gain account scheme apply agodilla. For everywhere else, capital gain account scheme apply agatte. 54B, 54G, 50 Bombay, Delhi, Goa. 54B, 54D, 54G and GA. Assets can be long term or short term, whereas all other assets only long term.
Yes.
Next, income from other sources is just like a business income only. Okay. 2 special point, dividend income I discussed. Gift income, 56 to 10. Okay, extremely important. Anyone receiving from anyone, company, individual, HF. First cash gift above 50,000. LBB, stamp value minus that above 50,000 rupees. And other specified asset, BV Jat Pass, bullion, virtual digital asset, jewelry, archaeological collection, drawings, painting, work of art, sculptures, shares and securities. Fair market value minus that above 50,000. Land, building, both are 3 special points. Condition number 1. Date of agreement and date of seal date registration not matching. Go with the date of agreement stamp value as long as 2 conditions satisfied. You have received some consideration on or before the date of agreement and should have been received by account pay check, etc. Point number 2. 110% actual consideration, let's say 100 lakh. Stamp value is 110 lakh. They say chuck there. Up to 110% of actual consideration. If the stamp value is more than 110%, then you have to go to step 3. Actual sale value stamp value, whichever is higher, this figure make a reference to valuation of his ITO will be making, whichever is less, minimum actual sale value. Bond washing transaction. So 3 months, if you try to avoid the taxation, how bond dividend stripping also bond washing transaction similar concept. Dividend stripping and 3 months before the date of record date if you purchase and sell shares after 3 months, units after 3 months, then the law says whatever the dividend has to be reduced from the exempted source, and to that extent your capital has to be carried forward will come down. Next, 60 to 65 clubbing, then 68 to 69 deemed incomes. So incomes, SIMI plus H, cash credit found in your books, no explanation. Investment found, no explanation. CIM, money found, no explanation. Then I investment party fund, expenditure. So Sini just married 2 crores she spent. From where you got the money? So those incomes are basically unexplained sources. Atau hundi, borrowing in hundi, mega tunuto. Raddu koti, cash datu, raddu koti pira korpini. Tulu, Hundi is that what? Bill of exchange drawn in a vernacular language. Language not recognized by Constitution of India. Now actually recognized. Yeah? So all these incomes are taxed at 115 BBE, flat 60%, 25% surcharge. So it becomes 75 plus 4% HEC, 78% is the tax rate. Yavde expenditure sigodilla. 78% 60 plus 15 plus 4. 3. 60%. Other way 25% surcharge flat. Just 15, 60 or 25%, 70, 15. 60 plus 15 plus 3, 78%. Next 70 to 80, carry forward and set up. 70 is inter-source. Any source can be set up against any source except. So house property loss any source against any source 70. 71 any head against any head except combine ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳೋಣ. So salary loss ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. House property loss against any other head maximum 2 lakhs. Stupid provision ಅದು. Next any same head ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡೋದು. Carry forward only house property ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡೋದು. Business ಅಲ್ಲಿ speculation loss only against speculation income. 35AD related 73A only against 35AD business. Then any other business loss cannot be adjusted against the salary income. 71 2A. Next, short-term capital loss can be adjusted against short-term and long-term. Long-term only against long-term. Next, even 112A loss adjust ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Income is also available. Speculation profit is touchable. Speculation loss ಮಾತ್ರ untouchable. Other source ಅಲ್ಲಿ race of loss only 4 years you can carry forward. Okay, race of ಮತ್ತು speculation loss. They are legal but immoral. That's why 4 years. Everything else can be carried forward 8 years. Unabsorbed depreciation, standard research with the family planning, any number of years. 72A, 72A, 72AB talks about amalgamation, demerger, etc. Amalgamation 8 year. So first amalgamation you can carry forward only 2 losses. One is business loss. Second one is unabsorbed allowances. Year of amalgamation, it is as if it's the current year. For example, each year amalgamation business loss can be adjusted against even capital gain. Next 8 years you can carry forward business loss. Whereas demerger only for the balance, proportionate loss can be carried forward. 75, firm's loss can be carried forward only by firm. 78, so succession by inheritance carry forward ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, others cannot. Partnership formally, deceased partner, retiring partner share cannot be carried forward. 79 is important. 79, 79A. So 79, okay. Company in which public are not substantially interested, 51% shareholders continue ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ you cannot carry forward losses subject to some IPC provisions. Very important section 80. Return of loss under section 139(3). If you do not file within the due date, you cannot carry forward losses. Exceptions, house property loss and unabsorbed allowances. Did you observe or not? ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ 60 minutes ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. DT dollars 90 minutes ಅಂತ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೆ. ನೀವು 8 to 9 ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿರ್ತೀರಾ ಪಾಪ. ತೋರಿಸ್ಲಾ? ಇದೆಯಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ 90 minutes ಒಳಗೆ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ. 60 minutes ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ಬಟ್ ಜನ ನೋಡಿ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯ್ತು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 90 minutes ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್. ಯಾ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್. ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀವಿ?
80.
ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಇದೀವಿ. 80 onward deductions. You have to by heart the amounts. ETC 1,50,000 contribution 1,50,000. LIP self parenting ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. PPF minor major children ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Tuition fees only 2 children. Okay, 1,50,000 maximum. ETD disease ಗೆ mediclaim 25,000 normally, including 5,000 rupees preventive health checkup which can be paid by cash. Otherwise, ADD cannot be paid by cash. Whereas senior citizen ಇದ್ರೆ 50,000 ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. Self 25,000, parents 25,000. If any one of them is a senior citizen, 50,000 flat. ETDD dependent disability idre flat 75,000 rupees. 75,000. Severe disability 1,25,000. TDB dependent disability bimari only up to 40,000 rupees, up to 40,000 normally. Whereas if it is severe disease, it's up to 1 lakh. ETDE education loan interest any amount, it will be allowed in 8 equal annual installment. So Suhail is not my relative, but if he is my legal guardian, sorry, relative, he is also included for this purpose. Special fund. ET, but
electronic vehicles.
EEA housing loan extra interest of 1.5 lakh 1 lakh 50,000 ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ETEB electric vehicle 1 lakh 50,000 extra ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ETF ಇಲ್ಲ. G donations 100% donation for national important, 50% for CAP foundation.
Caps
etc.
foundation.
ETGG house rent paid by an SSC not receiving HRA. Next GGB and GGC nonsense fellows. Political party company gives ETGGB, ETGGC other than companies. ETHH series illa, ETIA illa infrastructure companies. So infrastructure, ETIA, ETIAB, ETIAC, infrastructure related. Normally 100% for first 5 years. Next 30% or 25% on special cases. J, ETJJAA, 30% of the additional wages important. Okay. For new workmen, about 240 days and more, ಅಥವಾ 150 days for footwear and apparel industry. ಅದು regular workman calculation. 3 consecutive years ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ETM is intercorporate dividends. Dividend received ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. If you also declare the dividend within 131, whatever you declare, that can be minus from your calculation. ATP is for corporate society. ATQQB and RRB 3 lakh rupees for patents and royalty. ETU is if himself SC himself is a disabled person, he gets a similar provision like ATDD. 10AA is a special provision for SCZ. Okay, if you are a unit in SCZ, first 5 years 100%, next 5 years 50%, last 5 years 50% or SCZ reinvestment reserve, whichever is less. Next comes international taxation. 90A, when you have a treaty with another country, then tax credit or exemption, whichever is applicable as per the agreement. 91 is when you do not have an agreement, then you need to find out what is the total income, what is the total tax. Total tax divided by total income will give you average rate of tax. Foreign tax or average rate of tax, which are less. 9 out of 10 times 91 Kerala with the salary computation. Be careful. Next, 92 in the international taxation of transfer pricing. 92A is associated enterprise. So there are two kinds of transfer pricing: international transfer pricing and domestic transfer pricing. Domestic transfer pricing is about 20 crore idre maatra apply agutte. Okay, whereas international transfer pricing, even if it is 1 crore, 1 rupee, also it is applicable. Okay, so 92A subsection 1 MCC management capital control, subsection 2 I think 13 cases is there. All 13 cases go through deemed associated enterprise. Extremely important. 13 cases. Okay, right. Then there are 6 methods of computation of arm's length price. CUP method, then PNM method, etc. Adanu go through ಮಾಡಿ. ಅದು simple questions ಕೇಳ್ತಾವ್ರೆ. So international transfer pricing ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ transfer pricing ಇದು assing of the TPO, he himself adds an income 10AA deduction ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. If you yourself have done it voluntarily, you can definitely get it. Also go to some incidental provisions. Next, tumba deeper non-resident taxation 115 series and go to made 115JB, minimum alternative tax. So only for companies, company including foreign company, 2 RMRs. So compute your normal taxes. Okay, normal income into normal tax or book profit. Next, book profit and the accounting profit. Add 15 items minus 14 items. There's a beautiful notes on the problem note to money. Adra mele, whatever the book profit into 15%, whichever is higher. So if book profit into 15% is higher, then MAT credit can be carried forward for next 15 years under section 115JA. Go through this addition and division. Whereas if you are not a company, AMTECI, in AMTECI, AMT 115JC, it is only for those who are claiming 10AA, 35AD or chapter 6AC income based deduction except ATP. Add back the same less depreciation under section 32. So here 18.5% ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So MAT ಅಲ್ಲಿ 15%, ಅಲ್ಲಿ 18.5% ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. However, for cooperative society amendment ಆಗಿದೆ 15%. 2022 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಅದು? ಹೌದು. 15%. And MAT as well as AMT for IFSC units is only 9%. Take extract that. IFS, International Financial Service Center, only 9%. Then comes your assessment procedure. Okay, so search Caesar 132, 132A, 133, 133A, survey, etc. Procedural aspect questions can be asked. Go through money. 139 is filing the income return. Adu go through money. Some special cases. 131 due date. Transfer pricing gets the November 30th of A1. Then any company or any what you call the tax partner, etc., including the section 5A case, Portuguese civil code. Avರಿಗೆ 31st October. Then for everybody else, July 31st. Due date. 44A we mentioned about specified date. 1 month before,
1 month
30th
before.
November, 31st October. Aste baro. Right. Then also there are some cases. Electricity bill, foreign travel, one mention is a deposit if you do it. All those things go through Madi, compulsory question. Okay. Right. Then 140A is the self-assessment tax. 142 is a notice when they issue when you have not filed the return. 143 is an assessment computation. 143. 143 is a scrutiny assessment. Then 144 is the best judgment assessment when you don't follow the 3 conditions. Then 145 is methods of
Method
accounting.
of accounting.
That is 145A. 147 and 148 is income escaping assessment with the right 149
With
notice.
148.
154 is the rectification of mistake apparent on the tenant. Excellent, excellent. Then some kanji pinji provisions of agent, etc. from 163, etc. TDS provisions are given in chapter 17B. Okay, 17B. Okay, TDS. So provisions on a percentage by admitted. 192 is salary based on the slab, purely payment basis. 192A is about
Premature withdrawal of our.
Excellent, excellent. 193 is interest on securities. 194A is other than securities. 194 is dividend. 194A interest other than securities. Then 194B and BB. So casual income, horseless, about 10,000, 30%. 184C, a common question operator, contractor, 30,000 rupees per bill, or 1 lakh rupees
1 lakh.
2% or 1%. 184D, 184H,
Insurance.
commission case survey, above 15,000, 5% is the TDS. 184E, one E is not so important, 4% get. Then EFG, G is lottery ticket, H, 184H is commission, 184I is important. Immovable property when you 184 is rent. LBB, land building were both 10%, others get 2%. Okay, above 2,40,000 rupees. 184IA, a special provision has been added. Other than non-urban agriculture land, above 50 lakh and above 50 lakh. Exactly 50 lakh bharat. Regular notes mention some cases exactly 50 lakh. 50 lakh and above. 50 lakh and above RTP. 1% you should do the TDS. 184IB. Other than covered the 184I, above 50,000 rupees per month of apartment, if you pay rent, you should also read the TDS. 184IC, joint development agreement under 45(5)A, without monetary limit, there is a TDS, 10%. Then J, 184, L, 184J, 4+1, very important. Okay, 5 categories: professional charges, fees for technical services, royalty, then 28(5)A, non-competing fees. With the 30,000 limit separately, whereas director's honorarium not covered in the 192. Okay, there is no limit in all the cases for 10% TDS normally, but for FTS, call center, etc., it's only 2%. 2%. Next, M is if you are making a contract payment, 184J, etc., but not covered there. Okay, TDS comes to 184M. N is Nanna Kasu. My own money, if I withdraw from the bank, there is a TDS. 184O, online transaction. Extremely important. 184P, extremely important. Yaudo?
Pensioners and
So what? 75 years and above. 70, pensioners, P for pensioners. 75 years and above. If they're having pension income and other sources in the same bank, bank itself will do the TDS. So they don't have to find the return. 184R, again important. 184R,
benefits and perquisites exceed 20,000, sir.
Perquisite the business income bandre, adra mele
20,000. So exceed 20,000.
194Q versus 206C, 1H. 1H, extremely important. Go through mode, extremely important. Okay, above 50 lakh rupees purchase. Either TDS, illana. Adu TCS alone, special provision regular class al madide. TCS 206C, 1A, 1B, bandilla andre 184Q, bandilla andre 206C1. After order note, 206C, TCS 1A, 1B, 1C, allella bandre, then you have to go first. Then 184Q, then 206C1. Next, 195 is non-resident, normally 20% plus HEC add. Okay, surcharge HEC add non-resident taxation. then 187, etc. procedural aspects.
Yeah.
TCS provisions 206C, CA, etc. The seller or the collector of income has to do the TDS. Normally 1% is there, sometimes 2%, sometimes 5%.
10 to 5%.
Go to the list. Go to the list. Then advance tax provisions, 10,000 or more again. 10,000 or more than 10,000. Tax obligation is there, you have to pay advance tax. Senior citizen, 60 years and above, not having business income, he doesn't have to pay advance tax. Advance tax, June 15th, September, December, March, 15%, 45%, 75%, 100%. If you do not pay advance tax, 90% at least, if you are not paid within 31st March, 234B will start from April itself. If you have paid shortfall of this 15%, 234C for every 3 months you have to calculate it. Next, interest provisions, 234A, delay in filing the return, 1% per month. So 234B, 90% advance tax not paid from April 1st is the 1%. Income tax are always simple interest. 234C is advance tax part. 234D, excess refund, 0.5%. EFGH are fees. So 234E is TDS return 200 rupees. 234F, delay in filing the return beyond December 31st. You have to pay 5,000 rupees. However, if the total income is below 5 lakh, it is only 1,000 rupees. 234G, then 234H. So 234G is about 35 related. You are supposed to file a declaration. So scientific research, etc. Or 80G. If you are not done, again 200 rupees per day. Then 234H, Aadhaar and PAN link model 1,000 rupees. There are the four interest sections, 234A to D, 234E to H are fee section, compulsory. Next, 244A, government has to give the refund, other MLA 0.5% interest, they will give you. Then residuary provisions, settlement commission. Settlement commission on that. Suppose if the case is pending, okay, with the income tax officer, so you go and say, sir, I don't want to continue this case. So if it is search and seizure case, which will be ready to offer more than 50 lakh tax, additional 50 lakh if you are ready to offer, atava, if it is a relative of a search case, atava any other case, additional income tax you are offering 10 lakh rupees, then the law says, sir, settlement commission, you can file a case and settlement commission will follow the procedure and do it. Next, advance ruling, authority for advance ruling. Of China, Veda, Japan, he wants to do some activity in India, and that activity, he wants to know whether it's taxable. He can file an application with the authority for advance ruling. So, whatever the decision given by the authority for advance ruling, binding on such a thing for such cases for the period which is mentioned there. I have reasonably covered 95% of syllabus what I thought of covering. No, if anything left out, no. Shipping company tonnage income. It is an option given to the shipping companies. Very once in 20 years. Adu tonnage the amount by heart. Okay. Option once exercised, it has to be exercised continued for 10 years. Continuously for 10 years. Business income only.
130.
Which square? FB square. Which square? FB square. 35 AD. Okay. Business budget amendments. Important budget amendments. Okay. 37 one amendment. Correct. 37 one related extremely important. Once something is prohibited by law, let's say medical professionally, Indian medical association prohibits giving gift to the doctors. By mistake, disallowed. Budget to know interest on loan for NBFC. Loan interest if you convert to loan, it is not deemed to be paid. It is not deemed to be paid. Okay. NBFC related. Books of account definition will be 212. Indexation. Previous year 2001 to 100, 2023 331. These two you have to remember compulsory. Non-resident taxation go through money. Goodwill is no more an intangible asset from 1/4/2020. Exemption. Specified bundle. Cash credit. 79 amendment, 51% I told no. Go through what extremely important. Yeah. List each section. Almost every section we cover. 80 LA is the offshore banking units. 90A, 92B. MAT provisions. 115 BA and 115 BAB. Flat 10%. 115 BAC. 115 BAC is an option given to individual and HF. So not applicable to the resident or non-resident applicable. Every 2.5 lakh, 5% tax rate. So they have to forego various benefits. For example, so salary all exemptions they have to forego. Deductions they have to forego. Then house property self-occupied interest on housing loan sigodilla. That ought to take interest on housing loan sigutte, but 2 lakh will be set up provision sigodilla. Okay, it is deemed to be allowed. There is a stupid provision. Business income depreciation sigutte, additional depreciation sigodilla. Okay, scientific research related donation etc. to discrete institution sigodilla. Capital gains ella sigutte. So chapter 6A deductions mainly they are not available. Okay, have to go through money. Okay, fine. But this 115 BAC is not applicable to special incomes. 111A, 112A, etc. separately calculated. Procedures 139, 139, 139, 3 is the loss return, LOCS 3, 134 is the late return. 31 December file now. Our estimate here 135 is what? Revised return. 139A, okay, PAN, 139 AA. So interlinking the what you call Aadhaar with the PAN. TDS related, well, the table is there. 99% have taken care of all the amendments. 184IA, 184IA on the assignment. Okay, before that, I should really thank Ananya Shetty for the brilliant compilation. Okay, and obviously Aman Shetty, sir, always did a good job. Special thanks to Ananya for Ananya Shetty and Aman Shetty for the brilliant assistance, and to all the previous persons, including Sinija, who has helped us. Right. So, the amendment here, the 184IA, consideration 50 lakh or more. This can be consideration of stamp value. Even if suppose consideration is 48 lakhs, stamp value is 50 lakhs. You have to make a 1% TDS on the consideration, obviously. Yeah. Then 184R, extremely important amendment because of the perquisite law. Right, 15% for corporate study. Yes, from this year only. 15%. 115 TDL go through made amended provisions go through made regular class shipping company slab just by heart, but just before the exam. 31 Commission advance ruling, charitable trust, tax and accrued income with the amended provision, very important, very important. Definite question. 115 TD young model of the business income, regular class margin. Penalties, lands money. It is not worth going through 1 mark, 2 marks, because so many penalty clauses are confusing, difficult for you. Idella tax rates aaytu, 115 BSC aaytu. Within the general provision, which I always reiterate. Assuming A is BAL, B is set off, C is 6A, 87 rebate. Lottery income is yaudu sigodilla. 111A, 112, 12A, no C. C andre no chapter 6A. 112A, B no sigodilla. 112A, B no sigodilla. Beautiful. Everything else available. Gift income ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ಇದು gift income ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು COVID related provision ಬಂದಿದೆ. Death of a person because of COVID, no limit. Whereas for expense, for if it is received by anything else, there is a 10 lakh limit. Other should be received within 1 year. Extremely important amendment. ICDS 145(2) nalli, if you are SSE following accrual method of accounting, business income or other source, similar to account stand numbers. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ICDS 1 ಅಂದ್ರೆ AS1, 2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2, ಮತ್ತೆ 3 to 8 continuous number for continuous number from AS7 to 13. 7 ಇದೆ, 8 omitted, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 continuous number. Then ICDS 9, AS16, then 10 for 29. 112A ಅದು ನೋಡ್ಕೊ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು equity oriented shares ಇದ್ದು provision. EOF ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? 90% to 10% contract. Taxation of VDA, extremely important. Okay. VDA without getting any reduction, whatever the revenue, okay, whether the cost, okay, cost mark indexation, Maybe a lot of the but our Kurta okay. Cost sale value minus cost, straight away tax, okay.
30%.
Tax 30%. And VDA gave 184 yes only. There is a 1% TDS. Okay. 1st July 22 in the budget. Though. For a specified person above 50,000 rupees. For everybody else, it is a 10,000. Important amendment, compulsory question. 100% on the So mutual fund investments are subject to market risk. Disclaimer. And if middle has been taken care, blah blah blah. Budget highlights, 212 books of account go through Made. They simply say your digital form is covered now. Okay. Slum sale definition. What is virtual digital asset? Okay. The same metric which I have given there. Okay. So non-fungible tokens, adella ide. Idಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದೇ reduction ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ except basic. BA ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದದೇ provision. 184 BBH is the tax provision. 1044 years ago, time pass. 1023C, so many amendments. So, Cap Foundation is a charitable trust. 1023C is the government institutions. Okay, adike exactly these two amendments go through model worth illa. Bekadre ಮಾಡಿ. Even if you lose 5 marks, it works. Yakandre horrible amendments. Okay, child accountants ge artha agalla. Perquisites adu helidalla ಈಗ. So, employer the COVID related fully exempt. Scientific research, general reduction provision, I told you. Indian Medical Association. 43B, NBFC, I told you. Capital gains, I thought. Gift income, just now we discussed. 79 amendments, I told you. And 14%. So, state government to birth 80 CCD. Total what? 80 ISC, like time extend agide. 115 BAB, okay. So cooperative society, the new manufacturing companies, concessional tax rate. BAD is a cooperative society. Next, repetition. 115 TD, male area, important provision, the green like other repetition is but budget go through money. One line is the subsidy return. Updated return. Update return is extremely important. Definite question. 100% definite question. 139 ATA. In 31st December, we didn't have an option to file the return. Now they said within 2 years from the end of the relevant estimate year, look at this. It is almost previous year end estimate year 3 years extra time. You can find the update return, okay, with some additional tax. Update return may be furnished whether or not income tax return is filed at 134 or 5 or 4 or 5. Are you listening? Update return cannot be filed. Yavaga, the loss and increase madak agodilla. So income tax converted. If you are offering more tax, update return can be filed. Otherwise, update return cannot be filed. Extremely important. 100% question definitely. 100%. May and now. Super detailed like this. Go through this way. So the summary, the research team is summary. Beautiful. So possible case of update return under 139 ATA, that is 140B tax cut. Look at this, one more point in there. 140A if you don't pay, it is not a defective return. But 140B if you don't pay, that return is called a defective return. Normal return of the tax if you don't pay, it is not a defective return. Whereas update return of the tax you cut in land, it's going to be defective return under 139. It's important note, go through my budget, especially 138, go through my. So who can file the case double return? Who are not filed the return? Okay. File the return of income. Now income is increased. Loss is converted income. Loss is reduced. AMT MAT actually getting reduced. Ella department friendly provision. State. Okay. After it, you can file the return. Artha the devrige 140B. Okay. Tax on update return. Okay. If you don't pay, it will become. Adike in calculation ಮಾಡೋದು. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ left beautiful notes ido. One is recent time now finalized 139.4. If you not filed the 139.4, 100 normal return, 4 is a late return, okay, and updated filed. Computation mechanism is like this. Whereas if you have filed the return, so then 139.5 baratte. Look at this. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ರಿವೈಸ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫೈಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಸೇಮ್. ಎಡಿಷನಲ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಕಟ್ಟಲೇಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಇದೆ. ಬಜೆಟ್ 22 ಅಮೆಂಡ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ರೀಸನಬ್ಲಿ ಹೈ. ತುಂಬಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 20 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನೋಡಿ. 184 IA, ಈಗ ಹೇಳಿದಲ್ಲ 1% of the stamp value also considered ಅಂತ 184R ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. 206 AB go through ಮಾಡಿ prepaid is extended to scope exclusion ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾನ್ ಫೈಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್. Imagine ಇಷ್ಟು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಮೆಂಡ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾಟ್ ಸೊ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಉಂಟು. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್. ಇದು 184Q ಮತ್ತೆ 206C H 1H notes, beautiful notes. First I said 206C 1G 1B 1A 1B 1C ಅದು second 184Q ಅದಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 206C 1H 0.1%. Detailed notes ನಿಮ್ಮ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಪಿ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್. ಇದು ಒಂದು 17(2) ನಲ್ಲಿ if it is above 7.5 lakh RAP, recognized provident fund, approved superannuation fund, pension scheme. If you contribute above 7.5 lakh, excess is taxable. Next 17(2)(7A says interest is taxable. ಅದು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಇದೆ. If you want, you can try understanding this. ಈಗ ಅದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ. ಗೋವಿಂದ any non-captions who are not having ಇದು ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಈ 8310 ಗೆ ಕಳಿಸಿ, will be able to share the material ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. at least day after tomorrow 1.5 hour ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು 8:39 ಅಥವಾ 9 to 10:30 go through ಮಾಡಿ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ, so that whatever the words I use you can repeat as it is. So next batch of CA filing we are starting. You can please share information with your friends. Lot of negativity nonsense happening in the market. People are having wrong approaches. Subject wise alla hogtare, it is not good. So I release this poster, you can share with your friends. Next Sunday 21st naale alla, next Sunday 21st we are starting. And this year there is a slight change in the approach also. So restructure ಏನಂದ್ರೆ morning 3 classes, FR auditing and law will be morning 6:45 to 8:45, so that it doesn't affect your office. And evening 8:30 to 11 SFM on 2 months sir will take adu off season alli evening irutte. And FR I will be handling, TJ sir will be handling SFM. Auditing we are getting Vikas was called back. One of the terrific faculty was the faculty who started auditing teaching in CAPS actually. Then the national level faculty is back, and obviously SMS sir will be teaching the law. One of the best of the best faculty team is there. You can share this information with your friends. Okay, so this is the faculty team. For the benefit of your friends, you can share. Okay, otherwise if some of you are writing second group, first group, if you want, you can join. Okay, but this is the fees. We kept the fees as affordable so that maximum people can get the benefit. CA foundation July 1st ಶುರು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ they will get more clarity. So 15,100. ಮೈಸೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಸಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಲಾಂ ಫಾರ್ ಕಲಾಂ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಮೈಸೂರು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಫೀಸ್ is 10,100. Intermediate fees is 3,400. CFM fees is 4,400. 21st May ಇದು 22nd May ಅಲ್ಲ. SFM Tarunjagin fees starting on 21st May. Great news to share with you people. Recently our foundation student PUC ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಅಂತ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ PU ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PUC let them join. ಈ ಸಲ November 22 ನಲ್ಲಿ November 20 ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆದ ಮಕ್ಕಳು March 23 PUC ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 7 out of top 10 are capsize. Okay, so second rank, third rank, fourth rank, fifth rank, sixth rank, eighth rank. So 7 students adu just attending the class, and I took one small session for second PU students. So they elevated the mark, and that's why any of your relatives children are idres who are joining first PUC, first PUC are immediate better like 6 months. Second PU people should join so that they can improve second PU marks also, foundation marks also. So next one more information to share. Just coming Thursday, that is 18th May, is our 15th anniversary of CAPS Foundation. CAPS 25th anniversary next year ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So 15th anniversary. So we are collecting ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟಲ್ ಸಂಭ್ರಮ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಟಿಲ್ ದೆನ್ ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಬಾದರ್. ಅದು ಗೂಗಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. 18th May we are planning to have 15 different districts CFPF on wheels with one evening program ಇರುತ್ತೆ. you can all be part of it. Subject adra ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಬೇಡಿ. 2 minutes you can spend and you can fill that form. Then 18th, all of you be a part of it. So thank you so much for being wonderful student. Keep rocking, keep enjoying. God bless you all. And I wish all the best to each one of you for the DT and IDT paper, rest of the paper. And I wish to see you people prefixing CA, okay, to your names in this result itself, as long as you are writing both the group or you already passed one group. If you are writing only one group, obviously, Yamadharmara also cannot prefix alphabets. If you are writing both the group and if you have passed one group, so I pray God and wish that each one of you prefix the alphabet CA and welcome to the fraternity at the earliest. Keep rocking, keep enjoying. God bless you. Anybody want to ask anything?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Was it useful? Was it useful?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Highly, sir.
You are able to recall around 90% of provisions.
Yes, sir.
ಇದನ್ನೇ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹಂಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಬರ್ರಿ.
Sir, one translation, sir, 115 TD.
Yes, sir.
115 TD, the surcharge, I mean, that surcharge is not 37%, you just, give details about it, sir. Is it 37 or 12?
Which one?
That 115 TD, 30% he had, surcharge is there, no, sir?
Okay. So maximum surcharge, no?
That is, but in some suggested answers, they have given 12%, sir. In YouTube channel, I have seen that.
115 TD, but it may be a company, no?
30 plus 12% plus 4% which is
That
added.
may be the case of companies. So then go with 12%. Companies. Company case, what is the maximum surcharge? 12%.
12 only.
12% only, no?
That the accreted income, sir, trust matter.
That is accrued income, trust. So if they transfer to the company, etc., they are taking 12%. Right, no, sir.
Got it,
Go
sir.
with 12%. Go with 12%. Go with 12%. Anything else?
No, sir.
Okay. So Ashok sir's food provision is very good. Then Ashok sir,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. But write well, do well. 2 more papers. I will not discuss any of the previous papers. Not required. So do well. All the best.